It's okay.
No worries.
Hey, we are back. Y'all, look, my bad. Let's do the introduction one more time, man.
It's all good. We here.
When it unplugged my audio. I had to get it back going.
It's all good. Yeah, Terrance Morgan, man, Coastal Louisiana. It's a small town. That's how we get down.
Yes, sir.
My name is Terrance. I'm from Liberia. Like I said before, I'm a dancer, but I love to dance. I love the arts, and I appreciate you for having us, man.
Thanks for coming to serve, man.
Kieran Martin, aka also known as, yeah, they call me Aka. That's what also known as is. As you can see, I'm a musician as well.
Yeah. So what we were doing, y'all, we were at the What's Up with the World part of the show, and let's get it.
Yeah, man, for sure. I want to just try to say, like I said, on the good, what's up with the world, always trying to advocate for the arts. I mean, I see great things going on locally. We live in the Acadiana area, and I'm sure up here too in Russell, man. I was just talking to Big Jeff at the Boys and Girls Club, because I've worked with the Boys and Girls Club of Acadiana, always trying to promote positivity, man, through the youth and beyond, and just keep it moving in the right direction.
Definitely.
And same for me. I'm always trying to, see the good in people, always trying to push the positive side of things. And besides, not just doing the arts, but it's more so of like having one-on-ones, as in speaking to the kids, the youth, people that, you either say, watch grow up, or people that you grew up with yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just having a conversation, which is nothing wrong with that, pulling them to the side and just be like, hey man, look, whatever you're going through, whatever it is, put God first, you know what I'm saying? First and foremost, and then, whatever it is, it's just like, if you can find something that you love to do, as in this passion, even to what we do, or to be able to release that, that's what you do, you know what I'm saying? Push the positive, and stay away from its negative, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Because it's too much negative, so it's like kind of like how they say that, I'm calm within the chaos.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Meaning, in other words, to say that it's like I'm in my own bubble, in my own world, doing what I love, but not worrying about the outside noise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's super important, so motivating these kids is what we do as being a mentor to them, is by having those conversations with them.
Yeah. What about you?
For me, it's just been on the up and up. Like, I started working with these guys about a year ago, and it's just been on up since. I have nothing negative to say.
What's up, man?
Yeah.
For me, man, on the more positive side,
Yeah.
what's up with the world, man? Meet new people.
Yes.
Say that.
Yes.
New relationships.
Get new relationships.
Yeah.
Build new relationships, man. Because people come into your life at the right time.
Yes, sir.
Timing.
It's definitely time.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
my what's up with the world is get out there and meet somebody new, get to know them, and build from it.
Yeah. More like to say as an uplifting.
That's a little bit, yeah.
I'm in the uplifting business.
Yeah,
That's how I see myself.
Definitely.
Which means is to say, if you're going through something, it's me to come to you. I feel it, not just by looking at his body language and facial expression, but if you hurt, I hurt.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna know it.
Yeah.
I don't have to know you from, as in it's Adam or Eve, don't have to know you a long time. But if I can see something is wrong, the way you break the ice is just saying, let go and let go.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Word.
Definitely. So hey y'all, that's our what's up with the world right now. Get out there, and my wife says divine alignment.
The stars align. Yeah.
It starts.
Yeah.
TMM, the TMM, the let me pull my notes back up.
We got you. We got you.
Let's see. TMM, true mission matters.
Yeah. What is your true mission? How does it matter?
Explain, give more depth on that. Into that.
Well, initially, it's my initials, obviously. Terrance Michael.
Okay.
But through my family, my daughter, my wife. My daughter's always coming up with these fly ideas, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Michaela. She went to LSU. She graduated from there, and
Cool.
all my family, me and my wife, our son, and but yeah, they come up with these great ideas, and yeah, we came up with the True Mission Matters because we're always on a mission, try to inspire, man, like an artist with a mission. That's what we feel we are. So like it made sense.
Yeah.
And then as we moved on with it, it was like, yeah, the True Mission Matters project, because I'm always working on so many different projects, and we collaborate and always collaborate with different artists. And that's just came out of there, like, you know, true mission. What is your true mission? I mean, how do you inspire people?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what do you do outside of, you know, maybe what you don't typically do? How do you help others? And then ultimately it's going to turn into the Morgan mission of foundation for our family.
Okay.
So ultimately it's going to lead in there. So yeah.
Building the legacy.
Yeah, we collaborate with so many dope artists, man. I mean, me and Tori has been together for years.
Yeah.
Kenry, we've been knowing Kenry for a long time. We always talked about it, but we put it in motion, you know, like a year ago. So like, let's get this thing moving.
That's
so
cool.
you know, yeah,
That's cool. What was the first mission of the project?
I would say the first mission of the project, and for me, was just I would say, how do we take off with the brand? What would be our brand new program? And obviously, it didn't come at a better time, but to get hype. It came right on time, man. Like get hype, and like coming out of the pandemic, everybody was down. So when we said that, and everybody was looking like, yeah, we want to be hype. And then we give out a Stay Hype Award.
Ooh,
we have a Stay Hype Award plaque that we give out. To certain schools and foundations that do like certain things out, and we come and do the program, present them with an award that stays with them.
That's cool, man.
Yeah,
That's cool.
most definitely, man.
Do y'all plan on expanding?
Oh yeah, we always
Yeah. I mean, as far as expanding wise, that's the whole point. As going back to what he said about his mission, so to speak, is because when you expand, you building not just a legacy, but as with to say within its foundation, not just as to say from where it started to where it is now. And so that's pretty much what it is. And we, as in my brother Kenry, myself, we are part of that legacy, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? We all about not just working together as the program that we've been doing, say what, but it's just, man, look, if I can be a helping hand to whatever it is that needs to get done, it's just gonna have to get done. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no excuses, just results. That's how we rolling, bro. Yeah, we're just pushing it, man.
And just as well as to, you know, vice versa, where we help each other out. So just always there for sure.
Yeah, we got a bunch of different artists we collaborate. Shout out to Legend the DJ, Mo, Nick Sedita. Yeah, we have a drummer who plays in multiple. He's just on tour with Snoop and them.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's a dope drummer, man, from New Orleans.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all are here in Ruston, man.
Yes, sir.
Little old Ruston.
Right.
Yo, Ruston is way bigger than me. Ruston's super nice.
It really is. You know, but that's the thing that, you know, us growing up here is, it's just little old Ruston, right?
Yeah.
But I will say, the last 10 years, if you were here in 2013, you would know how to maneuver in 2023. That's just how much of a growth it is.
That's great.
That's great.
It's a big difference from 10 years ago to now.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So tell the people why y'all here in Ruston, man.
I want to let them know.
Well,
you want to play them and let them know?
All right. Well, let y'all know we out here. You know, we performing for the Peach Festival. You know, tomorrow. But you know, let me give you a little snippet of kind of like what y'all gonna be hearing.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see what you got.
A little something.
Hey, I like it, man. I like it. Thumbs up in the comments for everybody really listening. Y'all like that, man. Put some thumbs up in the comments. Let us know. What's going on, Ricky? What's up?
But yeah, tomorrow we performing at the Peach Festival at Kids Alley stage at 2 p.m. So yeah, man, invite everybody to come out. Obviously, you know, it's open to the public, family fun.
Yeah.
We'll be doing a part of one of our newest programs is called Say What Now, and the what is acronym for Working Hard All Together. So we're touring right now. We got about 100 shows we're doing since the end of April. And we're up here performing in North Louisiana at the libraries for the summer reading program. And the theme is all together now. So we put a program about working all together now.
Okay.
So definitely you're going to see some dancing. I mean, obviously me and Tori, we're dancers. Kenry dances also, but he's a musician. So we got percussion, the sax. And, you know, we're going to drop it on y'all, man. It's like, it's how we doing it. You know, I'm going to say what?
Yeah.
Say who? Say how?
We need everybody to come out tomorrow at the Peace Festival and work hard with us right now.
That's what I'm talking about. I got y'all's, I got the flyer up, man.
Yeah.
The poster right there.
Thank you.
So y'all check that out, man. They have the contact info is at the bottom of the flyer. So man,
TMMproject.com. We're not hard to find. Yeah, easy, man.
Yeah.
Man, that's what's up, man. Look, listen, y'all. When I tell you this right here is, like my man say, God. This is God, because
Right.
the email came through. It's the time said 1:44 a.m.
We were rehearsing late.
And I don't remember what time it was. I can't even think of what time it was. 2:00 or something. 1 something. It was
close to 2.
Yeah, close to
We was about to
2
perform at too many calls.
Yeah, closer to 2:00 p.m. today. I'm just going through my messages and I see. I'm like, who is this?
Right. One of those type of situations.
At first, I'm like, this is not. It can't be spam, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
And then I looked up and it said Peach Festival. And I'm like, podcast. And I'm like, let me see. This could be a real
real
email.
Right.
Yeah, it was.
So I called my wife and I'm like, because shameless plug, she's a part of the volunteers of Peach Festival.
Oh, okay.
She helped set it up.
Yeah, makes sense.
So I called her and I'm like,
To see if we were performing.
You heard this band? She's like, I don't think I have. So I go on the page and I'm looking, and then I see the flyer for the kids alley,
correct? Yeah.
and I see all of them.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. So that's when I
It's
called.
legit.
Right. So let me call them up.
Yeah. Thanks for reaching out, man.
Nah, thanks. Appreciate you for that.
I'm glad. Like I was saying, I was saying to myself earlier, like, man, I wish I could have got some of the performers on the show.
Yeah.
You
Perfect
know,
time.
and only to open up my email and see
Boom.
a performer for the show. For the
They see your ass and you'll be delivered.
I
receive.
Yeah, right about that, man.
Yes, sir.
Quick question: how long have you been playing the sax?
Since 5th grade. Nah, but like I kind of put it down when I went to UL.
Okay.
But I picked up trombone. I played that for like 4 years. So I put trombone back down and I picked up sax again.
Okay.
But I still play trombone every now and then. I play a couple other instruments, but sax is my baby.
Well, look, I my wife said don't be disrespectful. She is not the volunteer. She works for the visitor center.
Oh, yeah.
That was a shot at me.
Right. It's all good.
We volunteered.
I said the volunteers, but
Thank you.
We appreciate you, Queen.
Not the volunteer.
yeah, I have my little cousin, close enough to be my nephew.
Right.
He's going into the 7th grade, and he just like Memorial Day. He was like, "Hey, you think I should be in the band?" And I was like, "Yeah. What do you think about playing?" He was like, "Maybe percussion." I'm like, "You know what? You might need to do some brass." He's like, "What is that?" I'm like, trombone, saxophone, trumpet, and that type of thing. I said baritone might, because he's in a wheelchair. So I was like, baritone might not be, but to use your hand,
something like,
I was like,
definitely
that would be for you, and it kind of sparked the
right.
So
it's important. I think just being in band, period, even if it's not something you do longevity, it's great because teaches you so many things about like the actual world, like how to work with other people, even if you may not like them. Because everybody got 30 people in the band, you ain't gonna like everybody.
Right.
But like learning to work with people that you don't see eye to eye with, I think that's another reason why I like band. It teaches you life lessons.
Yeah, that communication.
As in its language.
Communication skills.
Yeah, because you find out too as things with even like no matter what you do as whether if it's not just dancing, music, or to any type of art, anything that you have a passion for, and where it correlates to where somebody else does the same thing as you, and even if they don't, it don't matter. But to see where y'all have that language as in speaking, the way y'all can learn about each other.
Right.
See, and that's what's super important to your point. So it makes logically sense.
Yeah, he plays in a 14-piece brass band ensemble.
My first my first introduction to brass was the movie Mo Better Blues.
Oh yeah, man. That's a classic, man. That's a classic, man.
That right there had me walking around the house doing this.
Right. Yes, sir.
It's fine like that.
Just like this all day. Right.
No, it's a classic.
Denzel made that so cool. I was never in the band, but I was always one of those guys that was intrigued.
Right. Interested by watching and seeing
exactly. I play sports.
Right.
So I play football, I play baseball, I play basketball. But in football, it was the fight song. I scored a touchdown. They play the fight song. It was one of those type of things that the connection.
Working together.
That's definitely. I mean, with any sport, you can think about the music is there, especially for football.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Basketball as well too.
Basketball. Look, it's becoming really huge in basketball. Like
most definitely.
Basketball
Band, man. Some of the funnest time of my life. I'm just
saying. and plus, the difference in the basketball and football. The football, you're so far away, and
basketball
in that section, basketball, you're
indoors. You hear everything you say.
Yeah, man. But I definitely like the brass. I like percussions too.
Percussion is
percussion is super heartbeat.
That brass is like Southern came down to play Tech a couple years ago, and man, all you could hear was horns.
You can probably hear it from here, right down the street.
But I was inside the stadium, and it was just like they were right here next to me.
They put some sound out, especially in the Southern human jukebox. They can put some sound out.
Those horns are crazy. Those horns are crazy.
That's some iconic stuff for sure.
Man.
Shout out to SU. We was at Southern last October they had a big inside bullying thing.
Well,
man. Shout out to Southern, man. Last October,
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Grandma too. I know Grandma's right down the street. Shout out to all the agencies.
Shout out to GSU.
For sure. And La Tech, man. La Tech is. I just rolled up again, looking at like super nice, man. I'm like,
hey, like I said,
beautiful campus.
10 years ago,
even the
campus
makes sense.
I couldn't tell, bro.
From 10 years ago to now, completely different.
Wow.
Completely different.
Well, hey, man, shout out to everybody in Ruston, man, that's doing that.
It looks beautiful. Right, to let y'all know, it looks beautiful.
It really does.
Nice, man.
It is a nice place.
More spacious when you think about it, really, like a lot of space, big space, from like to your point, as I said, from its growth. So it makes sense.
Yeah, man, it does, man. Y'all got anything else y'all want to touch bases on as far as the performance goes and what the TMM project is?
Man, there's so many things we could touch on. I would say, definitely what we do and definitely as far as for dancing, so many styles of dancing. Of course, I've been B1 since 1998, which is breaking. Obviously, people call it break dancing, but it's not called break dancing.
Right.
It's really called B1 or B-girl, and it started in the Bronx. So Bronx boy, Bronx girl, and we dance on the break of the record. And then breaking's going to be in the Olympics next August, so coming up.
Yeah,
they're breaking for gold. Yeah, so
I saw that.
But yeah, and then not only that, man. I mean, shout out to that. We do like house music and dance, and but hey, man, shout out to all the stuff we do in Louisiana. I love New York, man. Much props. They started a lot of stuff, but man, I'm gonna represent the great state of Louisiana, man, for all the styles we got and the dance and the music and the culture, because we got a great culture, man, like a gumbo. So shout out to that, man.
Yeah,
Just throw it in the pot. Man.
Yeah,
mix it up.
Yeah.
You're a melting pot, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But besides that, to pick it back over my brother was just saying, my brother T. Overall, though, I think for me, I look at it as being, as a whole, having that impact, but even as an individual, having that impact, which means what I'm saying is, to elaborate, is just besides having one-on-one conversations, or even if it's a few people as in this group, because to me, just being there for someone mentally is important.
Yeah, checking in like
because, and reason I say that is, what he just said, check in, is because you never know what a person going through. Say that first. Second, nothing is promised.
Nothing.
So at the end of the day, what we doing here, it's a blessing from God.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I gotta always go back and to refer, because just speaking for myself and to each his own man that's here, is that when you can reflect on everything that God has seen you through, you cannot say, give his praise and glory to that man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, it's like no other, bro.
I get it. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's what it's really about. And to say again, like I said, as far as the impact, the word impact is just to be an impact and a blessing to others.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I mean?
And that's and I get into a part of the show where I, quote of the day or whatever. And mine is always that right there.
It's a blessing to be.
That's fine, man.
And it's funny that I'm and it's crazy because I'm looking at it, I seen it even before we started, but initially I knew it correlates. And that's just me, because I'm always looking at it as I say, if it doesn't line up with the Holy Spirit, I'm not fooling with it.
Exactly.
That saying, it's blessing to be a blessing. It's kind of like what you were saying earlier, go out and meet someone, because you could be that person's blessing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Most definitely. Most definitely. And again, like I said, that's what the purpose for me is and why I'm here on this earth, but to project and say, give off that energy.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, without him, we are nothing.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I guarantee you that statement is just as true as that.
Yeah, you're right.
Because without him, we are nothing. Like, we are nothing. Got anything else?
Only thing I would have to say is, just like I say, it's a blessing to be a blessing. I'm glad that I'm able to be a blessing, to bless others.
Yeah.
Helping put smiles on other people's faces.
Yeah,
like
say that, bro.
I'm just grateful that I was able to be in this predicament. I'm glad that they picked me up to join them and help
we've
them
been
spread
talking
the word.
about it.
Nah, most definitely.
We've been talking about it. I knew it was going to happen, but I'm glad that it's finally happened.
Right.
It was all about waiting on that time. Yep, just waiting on that time.
And it's all organic.
Yeah.
It's all organic, off of energy.
Not to mention, like, I met these guys. So I the first time I seen these guys was like over 10 years ago when I was in high school, because he puts on the Park Jam in Lafayette for the Festival International.
Yeah.
Where everybody goes out there and dancing. And when I started learning how to dance, I went out there. And this is way back, now I can actually dance. Yeah. Well, not like these guys, but you know why? Right.
You do steps, man. So he has that whole step to what we're doing.
Yeah.
Do a little bit of stepping too. I was in Commonwealth, but back before that, I was in drill squad at Northside, and we went to competitions, and we were good, back in the day.
You gonna blow your own horn,
right? I'm gonna do it all, but we did our thing. We did our thing.
Right. So,
But I'm just happy to be a part of it. Honestly, I'm just ecstatic.
That's what's up.
You know, it's that high frequency.
Yes.
That's what it is, bro.
Yep.
You know, you don't want to be on this low frequency. You gotta be on that high frequency.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, my brother's here, and it's like other people that that I call my brothers, but it's nobody but God. But it's like I said, man, it's that when it lines up, it lines up.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not forced.
Yeah.
It's not like you have to. No, not just that, but it's more of like, be yourself.
That's
man.
it.
Yeah, I think we got the greatest compliment. We had in Rain, Louisiana, at a Save the Youth event they do every month. Shout out to everybody at that event, man, for the youth. And man, one of the ladies came up and passed after we performed. She was like, "One thing I noticed about y'all, I gotta say, y'all just yourselves, man."
Yeah.
It's the way to be.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely.
And remember, you can only be yourself because everybody else is taken.
And and you know what?
Hey, everybody else is taking y'all. Don't try to make nobody.
Character takes you places that money can't.
No, definitely.
And believe you me, it's not how many times you fall, it's how many times you get back up.
No doubt.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
Because we've all fallen. And
most definitely.
I can say that confidently, not
Right.
knowing what kind of fall that y'all had. I can tell that we've all fallen.
yes.
You know what I'm saying? But to be where we are right now
Yeah,
means we got back up
exactly.
every time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
Which speaks to one of our old programs. Never give up.
Yeah, and then we do a new one now called Making Moves, and it's all about making moves and keep moving forward.
okay. So see, this is the thing, man. We are here for a reason.
Yeah.
About 4 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
when they were doing this, when everything was a movement, right?
Gotcha.
So I was talking to some guys and I was like, hey man, just sitting in one place and moving your arms is movement. Let's not be a movement anymore. Let's be about the move.
Fire.
See that?
Let's, because in order to get something done, you have to
Move.
Yeah.
move.
Physically.
Physically move.
Yeah.
Because movement is what we're
moving now.
moving right now.
Right.
But we're not going anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
As it is stationary.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So let's take that mitt off of it and just keep it moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like y'all.
And keep moving forward.
Keep
Yeah.
it moving. Keep it moving.
Yeah, man. I got a question.
What's up?
What keeps y'all motivated?
Go ahead, get in there.
Well,
Go ahead.
for me, my motivation is, I got a family at home
Okay.
that they definitely keep me inspired to keep on pushing, keep on making it. But like honestly, besides that, just like I said, like meeting people, having that feeling to like want to do more.
Yeah.
Because like you're never done. Your work is never done. So
Say that.
I'm always motivated because my work is never done.
Always a student, man.
Yeah, all of the
Yes.
student. Humbly saying as and so, because for me, I just said that what keeps me motivated, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have family, these my brothers, but also besides my immediate family, I just have family, period. But I will say this. I have a bunch of nieces and nephews and great nieces and nephews.
Okay.
And I treat those great nieces and nephews and nieces, I kid you not, I treat them like they're my own.
Yeah.
So for me, when I'm out here, or let's just say with God having me on this earth, and as to when I'm out here, that's the first thing I think about. Not just myself, but the people that's around me, as such as to my actions, things I do that could or say possibly affect one of them. So with that being said, that's my whole motivation, because it ain't about me.
Like it.
It's not about me.
It's always about everybody.
It's always about someone else.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Those
That's where my
selfishness.
motivation comes, because if I see kids playing music, if I see anything that they do, especially if it's not to say discordant, it could be something different, but even to say something that resonates with me, as in if I see a kid doing the same thing as I'm doing, keep doing what you're doing. I don't want to take no light from that person.
Yeah.
Shine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like it.
Shine. So I mean, yeah, and I'm always, like I said, the feeling that I get, what brings joy to me, is seeing them do it, as well as much as joy that it brings to them when they see us do it.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we feed off each other basically, the energy.
Yeah.
But really and truly, I mean, my time, not to say that it's up, but for the youth that's here now, that's their time.
Yeah.
I'm still doing it, but nah, it's them. You know what I mean?
You just that example.
Exactly.
Somebody has to lay down the foundation. You start the format. You know?
Sir.
And that's where you are now.
Exactly. In the space, that I'm in. And guess what? If not me, then who?
Exactly. Always.
All of us really say if not us, then who?
Yeah, that's a great statement. Yeah, I think for me, man, also like Kenny said, family, and just man, I mean, we always, I think for us, it's all about everybody else, man. We inspire to inspire.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, that sums it up, man. Just keep pushing, keep grinding, always trying to take it to another level, and man, that's about it, man. Just keep it moving.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was that? What was the flip of the switch moment that permanently changed your life or perspective? You know, that defining moment. What was that?
That's like
Yeah, I think for me, man, there's so many things. Narrowing it down. I was playing sports too, but I think we had our daughter when I was just 17, man. So in high school, so I think my grandmother, as I stayed pretty much next to my grandparents, my grandmother laid that moment down. Man, you got to get moving, man. I mean, you know, in high school, me and my wife, I mean, we still together. We've been together since the 9th grade. I mean,
that's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful. Yeah, shout out to Mr. Man. So, I think that was a big changing moment. And when I started breaking in '98 and doing it underground, obviously battling, which I still battle in there, but seeing like I could go into the entertainment side with it and perform and then turn into the arts and education. Yeah, because this is all I do. Man. All I do is perform, man. So I'm blessed. So I think, I mean, being raised by my grandparents, today we was performing at the Forest Havens facility where all the elderly were at. Like I was telling them, I mean, man. I mean, just to hear all the people tell us today over there, like, man, y'all brought us back to some memories that Kitty was dancing with one of the ladies, another guy came up, and just like memories that were like, you know, like we couldn't.
Y'all gave them a good time.
Yeah. No doubt.
Exactly.
Point taken.
Hands down. Well, for me to say to the question you just asked, I just think because it sounds like hearing it's like more of a pivot, or as in this point, as I say, as in this breakthrough. But I just say for me, I think just life in general, for me, because going through so much, you learn a lot. Humbly to say, as being a student.
Okay.
And the fact of the matter is that I'm gonna leave you with this, and I'm gonna say this because there's so many keystones as in gems. But knowledge is not only to say just knowing the fact of just to say knowing, but where does the wisdom come in at? As in if you don't apply it.
Yes. No.
Deep.
That is a true. That's very true, man. Because you can know as much as you want. Yeah. But if you're not applying it,
and you know what, I'm gonna add to that too before you can finish that statement. Even like as a youngin', when we were coming up, our elders would always say that, and it makes sense to what I just said. But when I'm gonna add to it, practice what you preach.
Practice what you preach, man.
Yes. Think about it for a second. Let's set it marinate. Because when you seriously, because when you think about it, and I'm like, in my head as a kid, I always
it was a sweet tune.
But like, I would always hear it, and sometimes that question would like constantly pop up as I'm hearing it. Like, why do you always keep saying that?
Yeah, exactly.
So now, where I'm in this space at now, as
you're preaching,
right? You know what I'm saying? Call it what it is.
Speed is speed. Huh?
You know exactly. Yeah. But as to that point though, I realized that's why they kept saying that. Yeah. Because when you know better, you do better, and there's no excuse. Exactly. And I live my life with no excuses, as in I'm not pointing the finger.
Right. Accountability.
You got it.
Right.
You got 10 fingers. But if you take 8 of them away, you point them 2 thumbs back at yourself. I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying?
Look, always in elementary school, grade school, you know, the teacher will say you pointing at that person, but you got 3 pointing right back there.
Exactly.
Spot on, man.
Yeah.
So you know,
man.
take accountability. Man.
Yeah, man.
You know, and for me, I can't really pinpoint exactly what was my pivotal point. So I'm gonna say my pivotal point was when I was able to understand and speak and learn, because every person I've met, I would say it's a pivotal point of my life because they help create the person that's here today. And I'm in love with the person I am today. Of course, I'm not perfect, and that's things I need to work on. But each engagement that I've met when I met someone, they helped me become a better me. You know, those other people was my blessings. You're my blessing.
Yeah, you are.
You are us here. You're a blessing. Thank you for being our blessing.
Hey man, thank y'all for being my blessing. Look, I y'all are just bringing up a lot of things that I have said to people. You know, that when it came out of my mouth, I was like, man, was that crazy or not? But I always tell people I'm a filter. I'm going to take in everything and only release the good. You know, I'm going to give you the good back.
Right.
You know, a wino can give you information.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You're right.
You know,
just
because he's in his state of life, of that part of his life, doesn't mean that the knowledge that he has is invalid.
No, right. Say that.
Say that.
So you got to become a filter.
Yeah.
And you know, let everything come in. I can't block out the bad, so I gotta let it, but I have to filter it out.
Right.
And listen. I think listening.
Because some people saying the wrong thing can teach you the right thing.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. And you know, and even with that, it's like learning someone's like whatever a person go through their life experience, you can learn from it. So to that point, you're right. Because guess what? By doing that, taking that perception as an understanding that helps you. But here's also, again, adding to it. I don't doubt the fact the things that we block out as with to say filtering. I don't see what's the word I'm looking for? Basically saying is this: I'm not above. I'm not, as to say, anyone know to say lower my standards or lower myself, but I'm not in front nor behind, but I'm alongside you.
Exactly.
Yes. Exactly. I'm walking alongside you.
Exactly.
To your point, because I knew where you was going with it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you got to know where you at. You know, and there shouldn't be any, to each his own, but to say, speaking as we as men, no egotistic and no pride.
Right.
Yeah. Because those two things, as with the blessings, can mess everything up.
Yeah.
Man.
It's like a grain of salt.
Yeah.
It'll change the flavor.
Yeah.
It'll change it, you know.
Yeah. It will.
A little squirt of mustard.
Right.
It'll change it all.
Yeah. So I mean, but to your point though, I always tell people, man, I'm alongside you. I'm not in front of you. And again, like I said before, I'm not behind you. Right. I'm right there with you, neck and neck, man.
Look, if Jesus wasn't that filter,
yeah, you're right, man.
Yeah.
Where would we be right now?
Say that.
You know, what type of people would we be?
Yeah. Facts, man.
Yeah, facts.
So, look, man, I like to do this game called PHAT'S 5.
Nice.
All right, man. We are here at the PHAT'S 5 segment of the show. That's where I ask you 5 questions, random, nothing that's gonna give you a headache. But first thing comes to mind, man, when I ask these questions, what is the craziest job you ever had?
Craziest job I ever had.
That's a good one.
Man, let me think about that. I had a lot of jobs coming up.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, I only had one job on Dixie for 23 years, man. Like, so that's all. Other than that, man, I've been performing. I've been blessed, man. So, yeah,
no
man.
crazy job for you.
No,
crazy
not
job.
for me, man.
Okay.
Hey, when Dixie was a great job for me, I learned a lot, man. The customer is always right. So,
Customers always right, y'all.
yeah, so.
I'm gonna say this, not just having to say working at the craziest place I ever worked at, but overall, any job I worked at is, you could say, it's been crazy. It's been kind of a little bit chaotic, just the things you go through with being at a job. But I say this is gonna really hit home and golden for anyone. It's like they say, if you don't want to work for nobody, work for yourself.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's about the compassion, the empathy, as in the sympathy for people of knowing how to talk to people.
Yeah, communication.
You know what I mean? As in this communication. They got some, if you want to say weight as in this ratio or put a scale on it, you got some that know how to talk to people and you got some that don't. And the one specifically that doesn't needs work. I just say that. I just leave it at that.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah.
I think the craziest job I ever had, I don't know if y'all heard of Cutco.
Yeah.
But I used to sell knives.
Look here, man. No.
Good knives. I still got a scar to prove it. But selling it, that wasn't for me. That wasn't for me.
Dude, I went to that meeting and they were talking about that. I was like, what did I get myself?
Right.
What is this?
Like somebody help me
Right.
get me out of
It's
here.
still around, though.
Oh yeah, it's still around.
Yeah.
For those people that sell Cutco, do y'all thing. It just wasn't for me.
Right. Most definitely.
But
Let's see. The second one.
the second question, go ahead.
Y'all ready for it?
Let's go, man. The same dream, champs. Thank God.
You just gonna answer best to our knowledge.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What's a meal you hate now because you grew up eating it so much?
Ooh.
Go ahead, Turk, man. Sorry.
I say there's one in particular, and this is just something real simple. There's a lot of things I used to eat, but I don't eat anymore. And one of them in particular, I just say like cereal is my favorite, Frosted Flakes.
Okay.
Frosted Flakes.
Because, you know, as not just being, I wouldn't say that I'm, you know, lactose intolerant, but it's just that it goes through you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the one I can name. That's to say, you know.
Okay.
Oatmeal pies. I used to eat them every day as a kid.
Man.
And now I can't even touch it. I can't even touch it.
No, me too. Like, I won't even get an oatmeal pie, man.
Right. Just pass it on up.
Like my wife, she you know, I told her the whole story. I love oatmeal pies and this and that. So she started buying them, and as she started buying them, the less and less I was eating them.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I'm like, man, I really used to eat these by the box.
Yes.
That you can, yeah.
But I was like, it's just disgusting. I'm like, I don't even want it anymore. I don't even want it.
I think for me, man, Rice Krispie treats, bro.
Really?
What's
Yeah, he used to make them a lot.
Okay. It's an easy
Marshmallows.
1-2 step, you know?
Yeah.
Crispy marshmallows melted.
I'm toast with them, bro.
I got you, man.
Plus the teeth problems, man. They stick it all in your teeth and everything.
Yeah.
But you know what? Before you go to the next question, I'm gonna just say this one thing. Whether it be food or anything, there has to be some type of purpose. Because meaning, in other words, it's like, because I don't want to veer off the say subject or get off topic, but it's like eating healthy wise, right? I was watching a video my brother say back at home showed me, and long story short, he showed me a video and there was a guy saying that eat with a purpose. So just to say, because that way you don't get tired of it. Even though you will, like you mentally you think about it, but you're eating with a purpose.
When I was younger, I wasn't thinking about no purpose. No.
But it's a teacher's home, you know.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, go ahead.
No, what is that? That was 3?
That was two.
That was
2? Okay, so we're on 3.
Yeah.
All right. If you can invite one person to an event, knowing that they will be late, If you can invite one person,
Yo, answer that one there. I don't know.
And you win $1 million, who would you invite?
That's a good one.
My band members.
Okay. Oh no.
I gotta keep it real, bro. I invite my wife, bro. Wife is always right, bro.
Yeah.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah. Teachers, yeah. I don't know. For me, it's kind of a hard one there. If anything, I would say, like outside of these guys, as my brothers, it would be one of my other brothers that's, that wants to come and see, and not to say be a part of the book, but to watch.
Okay.
Yeah, I say that. Having one of my brothers.
Okay.
And just so it's know, not all the band members, just the percussion, just they are the last. The percussionists and drummers are always the last.
Oh man.
Oh, Henry, man, y'all, bro. That band leader, Henry. When I say your last name, y'all say.
Okay.
Okay.
I had it.
Fourth question.
The fourth one.
Mm-hmm.
What building has the most stories?
What building has the most stories?
Is that like what we think or what we like?
Hey, I can't give you.
I feel it. I got you.
It's just a question.
I don't know in particular building, but I'm gonna say museums have like the most stories.
Museums have a lot of stories.
If we're going like that route,
And then me, I would say really, that would be to pick it back off people that's into its heritage, but as a historians.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I would think a building with the most stories.
Somebody's gonna get it.
Yeah, I would say where I used to work, man. We got nothing but crazy stories that went down there. Before we had cameras, everything was just crazy, bro. Retail, I'm gonna leave it at that.
My answer to it is libraries.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to all the libraries, man. We love performing in the libraries.
right?
That's why I pulled it up. That's why I pulled that question out.
Right. They do have a lot of stories.
That's why I was like,
When you said it, I'm like thinking books, stories.
You would have given me a clue. We would have got it. That's what it was.
That's why you didn't want to give it. That was the whole point.
So when you said museums, I was like, okay, he's kind of
Close. Warm it up.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
I can't believe that, bro.
Yeah,
right.
She was fired for that.
Here's the last one. All right.
What's that?
This one is consists of 5 if you can give 5, but 1 if you want to just settle on 1. 1 or 5. Who would you invite to dinner that that you can talk to, dead or alive?
Michael Jackson is definitely one of them. Man, let's see. If I had to choose 5, let's see. It would definitely be Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Prince.
Okay.
Just so I can understand how they were with each other.
I don't think you could. I don't think they can even explain it.
Yeah, a whole different spectrum. Yeah.
Right. That Harriet Tubman, just so I can get that history from even let's see, just left my brain. Muhammad Ali, Thurgood Marshall, just so I can have that knowledge of like how it actually was at that time,
Put that history there.
Yes,
that foundation.
Right, because people talk about it's a long time ago, but really it really wasn't that long.
Right.
It really wasn't that long.
Right. You're right.
Well, I would say one thing is for sure is that dead or alive, you said, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I would probably my grandfather.
Okay.
No doubt, man.
My grandfather, because he taught me a lot. Between him and my mom, as to say, because I stayed with him mostly, you know what I'm saying? But I never forget what that man done for me.
Yeah.
I never forget that. So my grandfather, and again, if I had to say choose 5, not just to piggyback off of what he said, but Martin Luther King would be one of them.
Yeah.
Malcolm X, because of what they represent, you know, for the culture.
Yeah.
One, because one was nonviolent, but by all means necessary. Meaning, in other words, as in if you were put in a position of force. Not saying necessarily you are that person or as within your character that you are that. But those who, I would say, you say Harriet Tubman, I would say Rosa Parks.
I like
Rosa
that.
Parks is a good one.
I like that.
You know, let me see, who else I could think of. Kind of got a brain for it, but I'm just thinking right now.
I feel you there. Kind of put us on the spot.
Nah, it's all good. It's okay. It's just, so Martin Luther King, Malcolm X,
Rosa Parks.
Parks' grandfather.
You
said
your
your
my grandfather, so that's four. So actually one more, really. Yeah. You know what? I guess you could say it's because they both connected their grandparents. So I would say my grandmother.
Okay.
I would say my grandmother because the conversations, the memories from both of them. You know what I'm saying? So I would say because a lot of the wisdom, as in this, information, as in this knowledge, taught me some valuable lessons.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just give one example, and we just gonna move from there. But I'm gonna just say this: something of all things that me as a man, as in things I stand on as morals and principle. But the one thing that I would say, because it's a lot of things that sticks out, but one thing that sticks out to me that means so much to me, as in the most, is treating people how you want to be treated. The reason why I say that, as to elaborate that a little bit of, as we say, giving the prime example, years ago, when my grandfather was living, I was young though. My grandfather asked me if I had some money. I told him no, knowing I had it, and told a little white lie, but God forgives me, and he taught me a lesson. Both God himself used my grandfather as in way they taught me a lesson. And in so many words, everybody learns different, everybody teaches different, right? Yeah. So, in so many words, as in his silence, I got the message. Meaning, in other words, where if you're gonna do that to your own grandfather, what makes you think you ain't gonna do it to somebody else? And so, with that being said, I learned that, and I thought about it, and every day, whether if I'm looking in the mirror or even like we talking face to face, it's like I'm looking at myself in the mirror. Is to say that if you know the answer to the question, such as where if you know you don't want nobody doing you wrong, you don't want nobody mistreating you, then ask yourself, why are you doing it to them?
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's a good self question.
You know what I'm saying? Because every day I think about that, because it's like you saying, like we said before, when you know better, you do better, such as not just having the knowledge, but to say knowing the facts as in what's real. But it's that if you're doing it and you know it ain't right, then why are you doing it?
Right.
Yeah. That's deep for me. Yep. Because it means a whole lot, because it also makes me think. And it's the little things. It's the little things, bro.
It is.
Numerous occasions, times, as when we helping each other, cool. But one thing too also, if you're not gonna do it from the heart, then don't do it.
Don't do it at all. I'm gonna let you get your 5 in.
Go ahead, my bad.
And I'm gonna piggyback off of what you just said on that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, for me, real quick, just my grandparents for sure, because helped raise my family, and I would say the godfather of soul, James Brown.
Yes.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
like that.
Yeah.
Now, like you said, do it from the heart.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead.
Just I'm gonna just paint the picture. You're leaving out of Walmart, right? And you got a family with a sign, need help.
Say that because I know where you're going with it. Go ahead.
If it's not in your heart to do it, don't do it.
Facts. Facts.
It's not in your heart to. If you have to say, I don't want to give them.
Right.
Don't
do it. Don't even do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Because it's there's no good in it.
No. Yeah.
You know, if you have to give and say, I hope they don't go and do such and such, or they might be, you know, all that negative
question
after you do the.
And you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna add to that because you're right. That basically saying, you know what? That right there. That's you having to understand changing his mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna first start off with that. And see me and my little brother Ty Olmstead. Shouting y'all, little brother. We have conversations on a daily.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where we check in on each other daily. He called me earlier today or text me, whatever. And to that point, like it's an area where God is working with me on. Mm-hmm. Not saying that I don't do things from heart, because I do. Yeah. But just to enhance it, I say it like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So one day I was driving, I was going to Lafayette doing something. They had a guy, you know, you see people out there homeless, you know, with a sign, like you're saying, not necessarily have to be at Walmart, but whatever. And I had some money, wasn't much, but here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I felt good. Yeah. Now, would he choose to do? That ain't none of my business.
Right.
I just left it in there. But I felt good though. Yeah. But that's what God, that's in this space, that's what God is, you know, helping me with.
Because your heart tells you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Your heart tells you from the time that your eyes see.
Yeah.
Your heart tells you if you should give or not.
Yeah. Facts.
And if your heart don't say give,
don't do it. Don't do it.
Right. Don't do what your brain says.
Right.
Rather have a positive exchange than a negative exchange.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly.
There you go.
It's
you know, but you're right though.
It can trickle.
Yes. Yeah, it can.
For the worst. You know?
Yeah. Because you know, words and even thoughts hold power.
Yes, Lord. Say that.
Power.
Yeah, it really. No, it really does.
Think bad, you'll do bad. If you think positive, you'll do positive.
And that's that saying. Yeah, if you hang with positive, all you know is positive. You hang with negative, that's all you know.
Yes, it's
but
an energy.
Eat right frequency, because guess what? I guess that saying goes, you are who you hang around with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As in a company that you keep. And guess what? See me. No, I'm not with that. The negative.
Gotcha.
These guys here, my brothers here, God always uses me, but as in within myself to say, place me in a position to be surrounded with positive people, because that's all I know. Yes. I've seen too much negativity growing up. Things that people, even within themselves, that know it's wrong, but still choose to do it. But all I can do is pray for them and release them to God. I can't do nothing else. I can't do nothing else. You know what I'm saying? And because that's all you can do is hope and pray that they get it together. You know what I mean? But that's not my job. You know?
I agree with you 100%.
It's not my job to get that, to judge, criticize, or say, you know, ridicule, or even to say, because everybody have their own, what they call, say,
going through different things.
But as what they call, as to say, spirit of convictions. Everybody got to go through their own thing. Just like I had to each his own, and they had to for themselves, they got to do the same. No disrespect, you know, because I'm big on respect.
Respect, y'all. Look, be respectful.
Yes, sir.
All the time. I went through my quote of the day, but now we're at the quote of the day segment of the show.
Go ahead. Okay.
Do y'all have one?
It's a lot of things I, you know, was hitting on, but I could just say, you know what? I think overall, because there's, like I said, there's so many.
Or it could be something someone has told you.
Well, for me, I've been saying, like I said earlier, be yourself because everyone else is saying. It really stuck to me the other night when the lady, female pastor came out and said, "Man, y'all just yourselves." So I was like, boom.
Think positive, be positive.
There we go. All right.
And that, with that being said, remember this, guys. Treat others how you want to be treated.
Yes. That's another saying that a quick quote that I want to bring up that you said earlier, because I thought that was a fire quote. when you said the difference between wisdom and knowledge.
Oh yeah,
knowledge wisdom is applied knowledge.
Yeah.
I think I like that. Quote. Wisdom is applied knowledge.
Yeah. And
And I think the ultimate thing about Torres, man, his mother gave him, we call him Turk. But you can tell him about his mom gave him that and what it means real quick.
Well, so I'm gonna just give you a little bit of a backstory to it. But actually, it started off with an idea. I was trying to come up with a logo shirt for a shirt or saying whatever. And she wrote it out and spelled it as to my nickname. Okay. And when I say it stuck with me because it speaks to who I am as a person, as a human being, as in my character. And so the meaning to my nickname, Turk. T stands for true.
Okay. U
stands for unity. R stands for respect, because I'm big on respect. Respect is earned, is not given.
Never.
Yes. And the last letter as in is K, in which we've been speaking about. Knowledge. Which is information as in is wisdom. You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
So it just stuck with me, and so you could hear and feel the fire, or say the passion in my voice when I speak about things that, not that I just say stand on, but the things I speak about when I speak about that man above.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's all organic.
Yeah.
It's all genuine. Yeah. It's no facade that's being put on for me as in right now. Yeah. I'm gonna be who I am, and I'm gonna just say this, and I speak no negativity, and I don't wish nothing as in no harm come to any of my brother's family, people I just met. No harm come to anybody. But remember saying, when I say this, nothing is promised. I always want y'all to know that y'all truly love. And the fact of the matter is, we all gotta go sometime. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So for me, to y'all, as in say to the audience, remember that, man.
Yep, definitely.
Remember that.
I agree with it.
Because it's deep for me. I go in deep with this. I just love, I'm just highly spiritual. Yeah. You know.
Which I picked that up from the time you walked in.
Yes, sir.
You know, there was never I'm gonna shy away from God.
No, sir.
And,
no, sir.
And that's the type of thing that I love.
Fine.
You know, this is the sanctuary.
Say that.
That's the pulpit. This is the sanctuary.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I treat my barbershop.
Peaceful.
Yeah. You know,
peace.
Definitely.
Yeah. Most definitely, as you should protect.
The interaction we had today with the client I had in the chair.
Oh yeah.
To y'all, this is what I thrive for.
Oh, nice.
Everybody meet somebody.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And when we meet somebody, we never meet them again.
Yeah.
We know each other now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that. It's fine, man. It's fine.
And guess what? I'm gonna tell you this. You can look to say it from afar, but not just physically as in being on this earth, but even spiritually as in the spiritual realm. You're my brother.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
Nice.
You're my brother. I don't care how you put it.
Yeah.
We don't know each other maybe to say from a can of pink, but at the end of the day, my brother.
Right.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
And think about just what God did right now, as like to your point, to what He did for today.
Putting us together.
That was no way, as in no other reason, as in within this divine intervention, as to say divine expectation, as to say for that to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? Right. So when I say that, I mean that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, man. I don't see, because it's like this. Like when I met these two guys, met him before I met him. When me and him, because me and him been running together, me and Terrance.
Yeah.
But I met Kerry through Terrance. That's how I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So again, just the conversation, the interaction, the energy, the high frequency, all that to say, and that is organic. I call these guys my brothers for a reason.
Yeah.
And I mean that.
That's it.
I take as not what we use the word as in the word. We use the word sometimes as in loosely friendship. Nah, it's more than that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's family.
Yeah, right back at
Friendships
you.
don't last.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
That's family.
This is forever.
Yeah.
This is forever.
Yeah, we said we ain't friends, we family.
Yeah, we family. Lifetime. I'm not seasonal.
Yes.
I'm not seasonal, bro.
I love it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I gotta put it out there because
I love it.
at the end of the day, that's just what the energy is. But for people who you meet, but wanting them to know as they meet me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Very authentic, man.
Yes, sir. Man, y'all got any shout outs?
Go ahead.
Shout out to everybody in Lafayette. You know, do we need a brass band playing at the cage on Saturday? Got a 14-piece brass band. But shout out to Rustin, man. Thank y'all for having us here.
Thank y'all, man.
It's beautiful and like everyone here is nice. I love the people. I love the people.
Well, I say that first and foremost, again, like he just said, shout out to Rustin, shout out to the people that lives here who are doing great things within their community. But also, too, I must say this, too. As a whole, as a unit, as one love, peace and blessings. But I will say this. Shout out to family.
Yeah.
No doubt, man.
Shout out to the family, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry.
my mom back home, who, if she sees this, watching, you know, shout out to everybody, man, that God placed in my life, man.
Yeah.
And I mean that.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody here, man. Everybody's going out to the Peach Festival tomorrow. Come out, check out the whole Peach Festival. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're gonna be there, but hey, it's about the whole festival, man. We just a part of it.
Yes.
So come out, enjoy the festival. Again, I know it's gonna be nice. The weather looks nice, so it's gonna be a great time for everybody. And thanks again for having us, man.
Yes.
Thanks. Yeah, thank you.
Man, look, I thank y'all for I thank you for reaching out.
Yeah, anytime, man. I'm always on it, man. I'm always pushing.
Thank you for reaching out, man. I use my platform to get everybody in Ruston aware.
Yeah, most definitely.
Of what's going on in Ruston and what's going on around, and anybody want to do something in Ruston. This is what I'm here for people to reach out to me and come here and spread that word out.
Safe haven is peace.
Yeah,
love, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I got you. I see you, bro.
And I will say shout out to Lady Chops, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Really.
Shout out to Lady Chops,
Shout out to
Lady Chops, man. Yeah.
Hey, man. Shout out to everybody in Ruston. Shout out to my wife, my kids. They always watching.
Nice.
Shout out to Big Jeff.
Man, Big Jeff, man.
Yeah.
Boys and Girls Club.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shout out to the Boys and Girls Club, most definitely, man. They do a lot for the community.
Yeah, always.
They take these kids to see places that they've never seen before.
Super important.
Platform, vessel.
Yeah.
It's a great organization, man, from top to bottom.
Yes, it is. Definitely. Oh man, look, y'all. I don't know if we were on camera when we said it earlier, but I need y'all to look into that camera over there again and say, "What's up, Rustin, man?
What's up, Rustin?
Thank y'all, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
Much love for the TMM project.
Yeah.
There you go.
I like that. Look, PHAT'S Barbershop Club. Y'all tune in tomorrow. I'm gonna do some live. I'm gonna even come around to y'all station, man, and do some live.
Thank you.
Some live footage.
Yeah.
Of the festival. Appreciate y'all for coming, man. This was really a blessing.
Oh yeah, on both ends, man.
It's really a blessing, man. I thank y'all for coming. Shout out to Lafayette.
Yeah, we from the Acadiana area.
Man.
We
Shout out to
country.
Yeah.
Down,
Man.
We not far.
Yeah.
Man.
Anytime, come down, man. We love to have you down, man. We do a bunch of events and
Different things, man.
yeah, just a vibe, man. We just get down.
The thing about Lafayette, man, like this big speaker here, those records, and I got a bunch of other stuff back there. We went rummaging through a old selfie studio.
Yeah, was it downtown? Yeah. We went there. It just closed not too long ago. Yeah.
So all this stuff come from her.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
It was right next to the right down my pops.
Down,
everything.
yeah. She had a big mug in there.
Yeah, I do remember.
It
was a nice spot, man.
Yeah.
I just think through the timing of it, it was, man. It was,
So that's what we got a lot of all of our stuff from. It's just a lot of stuff in storage and in the back.
Yeah.
But we went down there a couple months ago and got that stuff and brought it back up here.
Yeah. Awesome, man.
You know what I want to say though before we get out of here? Let me tell you something, man. This platform here, what you doing, and this is coming from the heart, and I feel that God is putting this on my heart. It's not no facade. This is not me just saying it, but genuinely, from the heart. Keep being the vessel as with this platform that God bless you with. Keep, because it will grow. It will expand. Keep pushing. You say it's been a while since you know. But the work you put in is what you get out of it. Know that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Taking that.
Because guess what? I'm gonna use myself as an example. Yeah, it takes years to get to a point as in this space for where God is gonna bless you because of his timing. His time, not ours.
Right.
Yeah. So with that being said, reason why I say I'm gonna use myself as an example, and he knows it. My very first performance was at a dance studio, which it was a piece that somebody that was that attended the dance studio, but that wanted me to dance. Yeah. And ever since then, within this foundation, it's like building blocks.
Yeah.
Building. Yeah. And so to where I'm at now, that's why I say I always got to go back and reflect for what God has done for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
And for you, it's the same thing. So again, the work you put in, hard work, grinding, with being a vessel as in using this platform, and I mean this wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Don't stop.
Most definitely.
Yes.
Yeah,
Do not stop.
Gotta keep the move, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, take off the ING.
Do not stop. I see it being bigger than what it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
As wish to say grateful for the spacing, but to expand that spacing.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's my message. Well, God's message that he used me to tell you.
Thank you.
He wanted me to let you know that.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Props to the show.
Thank you.
Thank
y'all. Thank y'all. Well, look, before we get up out of here, drop something else for us, man.
Go ahead, kid.
What you got, Ken?
Gotcha. All right. Let's see.
Yes, sir. Hey, y'all. TMM, man.
Yeah.
The project.
That's it, man. There's so many projects we working on.
Right.
Keep working. The projects keep coming. Keep on working.
Well, look, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to Fast Barbershop Club. Real topics, real views from real people. And as you can see,
nice.
Yes, we got some real ones in the building today. Let my daughter take y'all out.
What's up, Rustin? Thank you for listening to my Daddy Fat on Fast Barbershop Club.